Hey everybody, Leland Best at Last. I'm doing a recording here for the sake of prosperity, let's say. I'm going to be I was kind of reluctant to do this, but I feel it needs to be done. And the reason being will become quite obvious as I continue on here, but well, at least that's what I'm hoping. There's something that I've discovered recently with GVO hosting and Pure Leverage that I'm very little taken aback by. I actually discovered it a couple of weeks ago, and I pointed out to a couple of people that I know who were rather appalled by what they witnessed, or at least heard from me. They haven't actually witnessed it. I do have one recording of this event taking place on the account, and I'm going to go ahead and attempt to basically recreate the issue real quick like here so that everybody can see what I'm talking about. I'm in GVO's back office right now on the C panel, and that can be identified simply by seeing one of the icons here for Facebook noted as a GVO Facebook SSL solution. So this is GVO's back office. I could probably go down through some more here to show you where else this is tied in with GVO. Can't be certain on that, but nope, probably not. So, well, of course, over here, if we were to go into the actual IP addresses, basically any of the domains that are redirects from GVO would be noticed as the server name here. So I just wanted to confirm that so somebody doesn't think I'm in some other cPanel. Just wanted to let you guys see what's going on. This is a site that I run. I have a lot of links, internal links within this site that go to different places outside on the internet. So, you know, I'm not here to push my company, of course. I'm just here to show you some examples. Here's an outside link that's on the site. The big thing that we have here is, what if somebody were on my site and didn't have the ability, I see I have some menus to fix, to find a particular page on my site. Normally on a 404 redirect, what happens when there's a page that's not available and the link doesn't take you, if you look down at the bottom of the screen here, it says Restoration and Disaster Recovery Toxic Chemicals.html, which would be the location I intended to take people, but I don't actually have a page developed for that yet. So what would normally happen is you would get an error similar to a standard 404, sorry, page not found, and it would give you the option to back up in your browser and go back to where you were, and you'd be fine. So what happens when I pick on a link that doesn't direct to a page that actually exists? Well, instead of a 404 file not found error, this is what I get. That's right, a Pure Leverage lead capture page. Seems somewhat harmless when you think about it, but there's something involved here that really needs to be stressed highly. There's a contest going on for a $250,000 Ferrari right now, and what that means is whoever can draw in the most number of leads obviously is going to win this vehicle and be promoted to a higher status, obviously, as a lead capture pro over at GVO. And what does that leave open? Well, it leaves us the ability as GVO clients to host our own websites and draw people to our websites and capture leads on our websites. Well, what happens if somehow we happen to miscode a page within our system during that process? Well, what happens is a new lead capture page gets thrown into the mix from GVO to steal leads. And I really feel this is an unethical practice, and is one that should be brought out to the public's eye. And how can I prove that this is Mark Call's capture page? Well, if I were to view and inspect the elements of the page, well, let's go this way. Let's not even do that. Let's just view the page info. Okay, and I'm going to go to the security, and I'm going to view the cookie that's attached to this page. And what you'll find is under the ID of pureleverage.com for this particular cookie that's being generated on this page, we have an ID for Mark Call. So it's kind of blatantly obvious that this page is going to be redirected to him and that he's going to receive the lead if someone clicks on a particular page within your website and doesn't get to where they're supposed to go. This is what they're going to see. And these are regenerating pages, folks. Each time that same click is clicked, a new lead capture page generates. So it's obvious how they've established the system over here. This is set up so that any page that redirects improperly within their entire system over at GVO goes to a lead capture page for Mark Call, which I would expect is tied somehow to Joel Theory. And I'm sorry, but you know, Joel owns the company, Mark Call, certainly isn't going to have simple access, unless of course he's doing this behind Joel's back and Joel knows nothing about it. So just thought I would make a quick video to prove my point. There's only one way to fix this problem, folks. If you want to protect yourselves from having Mark Call steal your leads, what I would recommend you do for any site that you have on GVO hosting, to go in and edit your HT access file. And what you need to do is come into that file, and you need to add the 2 lines that I just took out of that particular file. And this is coded in. I'm going to paste those back in the way I had them. And the text reads, add handler space application /x hyphen httpd hyphen php5 with the coding for the extensions of the normal HTML and HTML file formats, with an error document 404 for the redirect so that it knows how to handle that particular application, and then a direct link, an internal, of course, direct host link to your page that you've developed for the not found HTML. Now you have to keep in mind, this has always been coded into my pages, and any other time that a page was given as a 404 error on other sites, the redirect was automatic, and my not found HTML file would generally just pop right up. This was not the case when I started my hosting with GVO, so I had to flush out the problem. And now what you'll find is if I save this file and close out, and this will take a minute to propagate to the system, of course, but let me reload this page and go back to the same toxic chemicals link that I had before. Now, this may take a few clicks in order to get it, but yeah, that's what I figured. Let's reload that page also. And you can see every time I reload it, you get just really a new capture page. Oh look, there's the Ferrari giveaway too. So obviously someone's out to steal a whole bunch of leads for this system. Now again, this is my domain that these capture pages are propagating on. Now let's go back here again to the toxic chemicals. Oh, it's going to take a little longer than I thought, and I may have to flush the cache out real quick. Let's of what's going on over at GVO. So I felt everyone had to have this knowledge, because I don't feel it's appropriate what's going on with regards to the back office. Now, I may lose my accounts for doing this, so obviously I better start my backups now and get those generated, so that if Joel doesn't like what I've done here, and maybe I'm exposing Mark Call, I don't know. Maybe I'm exposing the both of them. For what the matter of fact is that, the way I see it, I guess, is he throws a $250,000 Ferrari in the deal to draw people into the company, and yet by the way they're generating leads through their system, it almost makes that possibility for any of their affiliates to win this vehicle near nil or obsolete. So, what's the sense of providing a promotion that's not actually going to have a payout to someone who's actually generating reasonable and legitimate leads out there, and not stealing from other people's websites to grab their leads? So just wanted you folks to see that. Let's see if we can get it going again this time. And I may go ahead and flush the cache here. Let's do that anyway. I'm going to get rid of the recent history here. And that means I'm just really going to flush the cache real quick. And the cookies, I guess. Well, I'll do it all just for the last hour. How's that? That way it should take care of what I've done just here now. Okay, that should do it. See what we get. Okay, there we go. Now this just shows everyone where this link should have went. This is a typical file 404, sorry, no such page error that you would generate, and you would have a page for when people hit a link that's no good on your site. So, and I've always had my site set up this way. That's why I was kind of shocked when the first time I hit a page that didn't have a correct link to it on my website. I didn't get my own file 404 page. I ended up with a Mark Call capture page. So, in all fairness, as I've always said, wave to the camera as I will do now. But folks, for all of you out there who are losing leads to Mark Call, I thought you should know this. So, Leland Best over at Best at Last. Thanks so much for your time.